Absolutely. Well, that was fun. I didn't know we stressed out a lot of people here in the Pitt, but I just told our team, this is 7 months in the making. And, as soon as we came together, I told them that we need to be different in how we do things each and every single day. And I think that the biggest thing is really, changing the culture of the program and teaching them and instilling a belief in themselves and in our team. And I thought that, tonight, our mental toughness, okay, is why we won. And I'm not sure if, we had this, day one, and so it's been a journey, but I'm just super happy. We took their best punch, no question about it, and we did a great job of executing down the stretch and scoring when we needed to. And we knew coming in that this was going to be a really good test for us. They're a veteran team. They have 6 of their top 7 scorers coming back, and so we knew we had our hands full, and they gave us everything that we could handle. But I'm just really proud of the fact that we just kept fighting, and there was and we didn't quit. And there was a lot of great things. I thought Marley's leadership and her want to was unbelievable. And that helped. That helped. And when it got tough, she just continued to tell everyone, like, guys, we got this. Let's just next possession. And so, but really proud of the execution down the stretch, and some big shots by Bella. No question about that. So, great win for the program. Great, just to see our players fight, not quit, and do everything that they needed to do in order to get this win tonight.
Coach, you obviously speak about the future a lot in terms of building the program, but it must be a big relief to just finally get that first win and just go on from there.
Yeah, win one, I think it's special no matter where you are, and I'm just happy for our players, and they know what practice is like each and every single day, and they think I'm crazy, and that's okay. I've been married for 25 years and I hear it every day, but that's another conversation. But there's a method to my madness, and so I'm their opponent each and every single day, and practices, it's not easy, and I'm sure Jala could attest to that. It's not easy, but it's worth it. When you get these types of results, okay, like you start to feel and you start to see why we do the things that we're doing. And again, I'm just so proud of our players and everything that in their effort here tonight.
Jala, 14 points in your Pitt debut. Was it what you expected?
Yes, it was what I expected. With how I played, honestly, coach and the rest of the staff gets us more than prepared for our next game and everything like that. So yeah, I was pretty prepared, and I'm happy to be here. So,
Coach, were you surprised they didn't foul on that last possession? You guys were up 5 with about 35 seconds to go, and they chose not to foul. What did you think?
Yeah, and I was gonna milk the whole entire clock. I was expecting them. I was gonna call a timeout and advance the ball up the floor. And then I'm like, let's see what they do here. And I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna inbound the ball. We're gonna, try to trap, and that's fine because we would have passed it to Leah too, and she would have got fouled and went to the line or whatever. But when they didn't foul, and I was like, okay, just bring it up the floor, and we ran out the whole clock until 10 seconds, and then ran out on ball screen. So, that's fine. That's what they chose to do. Regardless of what they did, I just thought that our execution down the stretch was on point, and I'm just super proud of our players.
Bella, gotta ask about that last 3. You're only up by 2. What's going through your head when you make that 3-pointer to kind of seal it?
Honestly, nothing. I just let it fly. I was in rhythm, and I felt confident shooting the ball, and when I don't think it goes in, so I just let it fly.
Are deep 3s like that up your alley? Is that something you do often?
Yes. Yeah, I enjoy it, but if it's not a good shot or I feel like we can get something better, then definitely I won't shoot it.
Tonight was a great shot.
Thank you. Thanks.
Jala, for you were mentioning about practice. Just how much has practice been a teacher in raising the standard of this team?
well, from the start of June,
There you go.
Coach has been instilling us like hard work and pushing each other. So every day in practice, we try to push each other, and we sometimes are super physical. And like, you know, tonight we didn't get as many calls on our side, but you know, like we're just tough and we kind of expected that. So yeah, we're just tough, I guess.
Coach, you guys took 26 trips at the free throw line, 17 of those went in. How important was that, especially with how close the game was?
It was very important, you know, and I just felt like, you know, from the get-go, I thought that, you know, we're pressing a little bit and taking some ill-advised shots. And, you know, we coming into the game, we wanted to pound the ball inside, you know, and I thought that there was an advantage for us there, knowing that they're going to play a little bit smaller. And we didn't do that. You know, we came out, we started just shooting a lot of perimeter shots. And so, you know, when you start attacking the inside, what it does is it opens up the outside, you know, and so, you know, we'll look at that and we'll continue to teach. And, you know, I think that when we finally started to attack downhill, I think Bella did a really good job at that, and so did Marley attacking downhill and getting layups. You know, it opened up, you know, and we're able to score it. We kind of got a little separation. I believe it went up to 10, I think, at one point in time. You know, and so we just can't fall in love with the threes. You know, we want to attack downhill. We want to get high percentage shots, and we want to get to the free throw line.
Coach, obviously Leah too had a pretty solid night, double for her. What did you like out of her game?
No, I mean, you know, I think Leah too is, you know, one of the best scoring forwards probably in the league, and you know, and I think the foul trouble kind of took her, you know, it hurt a little bit, you know, and she just couldn't be who she was, and. You know, and that's something that, you know, she's got to fight through, and she's got to figure out how to play with 4 fouls, and you know, but we wanted to go to her, and we wanted, you know, to get her some ISOs on the block, and because we know that it's high percentage shot, you know, or it's and it's gonna go in, you know, so you know, the ball's in really good hands there.
Coach, rebounding margin wasn't huge, but you guys did beat them on the rebounding. How big was that, especially Rappalucci's? You know, not a lot of people get 7 offensive rebounds or more offensive rebounds than defense.
That's what she does, you know, and we see it each and every single day, you know, and sometimes, you know, we see more, you know, than 11, right? I believe she had 11.
11 rebounds.
Right, and so, but that's her game. You know, she's relentless. And she's a warrior, and she's going to continue to do that. And we just got to be smarter. Our front court players, you know, we just can't foul. You know, we got to play defense with our feet. We got to stay down and not get so eager to block shots. You know, we talk all the time, you know, about like rotating over and picking up charges, right? When you block a shot, you necessarily don't get the ball, right? But if you rotate over and pick up a charge, like, you know, it's following them and you get the ball. You know, so I like, you know, number 2, right? And sometimes our players get really excited about number 1. So that's something we're going to work on.
I have a question for any of you. You faced a really tough player in Jenna Clark. What was the plan going into the game in terms of stopping her, and how do you feel you executed that throughout the game?
Yeah, you know, the plan was to contain her dribble penetration. You know, we knew that she was a dynamic scoring guard, and, you know, she's really crafty with the ball. And, you know, I played, you know, when I was at UMass last year, we played Yale, and so I knew exactly who she was, and I knew what she was going to do tonight. And they wanted to come up here and play here so that, she, you know, they could bring her home, you know, and I'm not sure what I was thinking, you know, when we decided to play them, but I'm glad we did, you know, because this was a test, and we're going to build off of this. You know, but we wanted to really, you know, contain our dribble penetration, keep to one side. You know, I think, you know, we'll go back and we're going to learn from it because I think that we can improve. We could get better systematically, and we will. And I think, you know, first game out, you know, there's a lot of emotions going on, and you know, I think we just needed to settle down just a little bit. Then I thought that we started to execute a little bit better in the second period.
Even though it's only been 1 game, it's been several months too. How do you feel you've grown as a coach with this team, and how have you both feel like you've grown under Coach Verdi's players?
Can I go first?
Sure.
I feel like I've gained confidence, and I know that I have a coaching staff that's rooting for me and that wants the best for me, so that kind of instills more like confidence and, you know, just like the want to. So I'm very grateful to be in this situation.
Can you ask the question again, please?
Just about how you feel like you've grown under Coach Verdi, even though it's only been one game, it's been several months.
Oh yeah, I mean, from the jump, even my visit, I could just tell there was something there within trust. And, you know, it's not always perfect, but having a good relationship with your coaches, all of them, the whole staff, helps a lot. And he trusts us, we trust him, and it just makes you want to fight and play for not only yourself and your teammates, but also for Coach. You know, this is his first win at Pitt, so that's a big deal. We want to do it all for each other.
You know, I think for myself, it's just one, you know, regardless of who I'm coaching, where I'm coaching, I'm going to give it my all. And it doesn't change, you know, and that's why I said, like, you know, like every game matters. And this isn't a rebuilding year. Like when you say rebuilding, that's like an excuse to be mediocre. Mm-hmm. We're not rebuilding. Like I expect to go out there and compete each and every single night and put ourselves in a position to win. And so I'm just thankful that I get to work with these guys every day. And you know, I'm blessed. I really am. I'm in a great situation. I love where I'm working. I love my staff. I love working with these guys. It's fun. It really is, you know, and just to watch them, you know, compete each and every single day and just who they are as people. And, you know, I think for me personally, my goal and what I need to do, I need to challenge them. I need to challenge them every single day. Because if I don't challenge them, right, then I'm failing them. And my job is to push them and get them to go beyond, you know, where they could, you know, physically go. And, you know, at times there may be players who like they're exhausted and they want to quit. But I tell them that we got to be tougher. We got to have a toughness about us. And like when you're exhausted, like you got to find a way to just keep going, because the teams that don't win, they stop. The teams that do win, they keep going. And I think that's something that we're learning. But I'm truly blessed to work with these guys each and every single day, and I'm having a lot of fun. And you know, tonight was just great. It was great for them, great for our fans, great for the program.
Coach, you obviously are taking on West Virginia on Saturday. Backyard Brawl, be some fan interest in that game. What's the interest in that, and just going forward?
You know, for me personally, it's the next game, and so we're going to do what we do. You know, we're going to prepare. We're going to have a great strategy put in place. We're going to continue to teach. We're going to look at, you know, this film. See where we, you know, I already know, but where we need to grow, you know, and get better at, and just keep grinding. You know, if we could just get this much better, can we get a little bit cleaner defensively? Absolutely. And if we do that, you know, then we're already ahead of the game. You know, but regardless, you know, if it's West Virginia or somebody else, like it's the same, because a win's a win. Win's a win. You know, and so I don't care if we're playing Georgia, West Virginia, or, you know, anyone else. It's the next game. And it's the biggest game of the season because it's the next game.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.